Hi guys, welcome back to Fusion Fat Loss and Nutrition once more. This is Craig here to help. I had some contact made today from a great friend and client who was asking me about Candida. And rather than get into the ins and outs of Candida, this is not what this vlog's about. But for those who don't know, Candida is a yeast-like fungal infection that you can get on your skin, in your mouth, intestinal or vaginal. And it's believed by some that dietary interventions can help substantially. And I'm one of those people that believe dietary interventions help with everything. So there's no doubt in my mind at all that some adjustment in diet can help. And I was asked because this person had asked me about the anti-candida diet, which they'd been told to use. And rather than go on an anti-candida diet, I suggested, look, without a true diagnosis, there's certain things I would recommend, and that would be obviously eliminate sugars and HI foods, human interfered with foods. And I started to look at what the anti-candida diet was, and it's no sugar, no flour, no yeast. So once you look at it again, you start to think, well, it's much the stuff I've preached for many years, which is Mother Nature's gift, so lots of fibrous vegetables, quality high-fat foods, antifungal, antiviral, so garlic and cloves and high-fat fish and banana and cauliflower and all these wonderful pre- and probiotic-like foods. It's fascinating once you look into those things that really, at the core of everything, are these fundamental foods. And then they had that ka-ching moment, which is, again, it's with these pre and probiotic foods, it's all about this dietary fiber. And rather than use Metamucil or just a probiotic capsule and hope that does wonders, it's not about that. It's about supplying your body with the fuels that the 100 trillion cells within your 27-foot tube can use to make these short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. So therefore, I said to this lass, I said, look, start thinking more dietary fiber. Again, we've talked about this before. There's two types of dietary fiber, insoluble and soluble. So insoluble are things like your oats, your fruits, your psyllium, your flax, and then they're your soluble fibers, sorry. Insoluble fiber are things like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, carrot, a lot more of the harsh fibrous foods that really go through your gut like a broom and clean your intestines out, where soluble fiber, like the ones I mentioned, fruits and psyllium and flaxseed, they help soften stools and lower your blood glucose levels. So I said to this lass, I said, look, let's focus on getting, 5 serves of 80 grams of good quality fibrous plant food into this little one's diet, and then over time assess how she's feeling. Is she, not tired, lethargic, less aches and pains? If so, is it a magical fix? I wouldn't necessarily say so, but I would suggest that you're just fueling optimally. Remember that these foods, this dietary fiber is required essentially to fuel all of these 100 trillion, yes, fungal bacteria, viruses that sit within your gut. And it's those magical foe that allow us to flourish the way we want to, control our immune system, allow us to be energized. The relationship between this chappy up here and the gut down here is magical through this vagus nerve. There's lots of magic going on. So if you're feeling off song, if you're suffering with candida, if you're depressed, if you're tired, if you're lethargic, have a look at your diet. People say, I eat lots of fruit and vegetables. You don't eat anywhere near enough in most cases. For a lady, it's between 21 and 25 grams of dietary fiber a day, and gentlemen between 30 and 38 grams of fiber, give or take. So don't go throwing it all in. All of a sudden, if you don't eat any plant-based foods and then you go swallowing cans of baked beans and lentils and lots of fruit and vegetables, you'll be very socially unacceptable and you'll have fewer friends than you currently have. And wow, no Dutch ovens around, okay? So be very careful once you start adding fiber to your diet. You also have to increase your water intake to soften those stools to prevent constipation. But I guarantee with most people, we could be consuming a lot more dietary fiber through plant-based foods. So every time you sit down and look at your plate, is there a fruit and vegetable serve? Is there a legume serve? Is there some nuts or some grains? Have a look at it. Fusion Fat Loss and Nutrition. allowing you to be better educated to rescue yourself from your stalled life, reconnecting you to life. Have a look at Facebook, Fusion Fat Loss and Nutrition, and our wonderful new website, all the W's, fusionfln.com.au. Till next time, be safe.